Are you one of those people that have been watching 251 episodes? No, I'm going to begin again. It's not. See, Jeremy Salter got me messed up this morning.
Yeah, I know. And I said, no, it's 242.
I thought, oh, did I make a mistake? We're going to begin that again. On 3, 2, 1. Are you one of those loyal fans? Maybe you've had a Michael marathon and you have watched 241 episodes, yet there's still that burning question. Well, guess what? Today is your lucky day because today is Viewers Q&A Day. Do you have a question about the emotion code or body code? Do you have a question about your life's purpose? Do you have a question about law of attraction? Do you have a question about NLP, law of connection? Well, if you do, guess what? You're in the right room. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loche, and I'm the author of 3 of the books we talked about today. And I host a live Facebook show here every Friday, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. I always have an esteemed panel of guests, and today we've got John and Dana with them. I'm going to introduce them shortly. And we'd love for you to let us know that you're watching, where you're watching from. And because it's Q&A, you know, there's no ways if there's no Q's. Okay? And my hunch is you have a burning one today. So let me know what your question is. And John and Dana and I will sort them out, find out who's going to ask what. And if this is something that you'd like to share with your friends, go ahead and share today's show right now as we prepare to answer your question and answers. I'm here in beautiful Victoria, BC, on the west coast of Canada, on a little island, and I'm not too far from my panel members. So, Dana, we're going to introduce you first this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks so much, Michael and John. Always a pleasure to be on the show. We love the questions. So I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, just like John and Michael. And I work mainly with women's issues. So I might be working on relationships. I might help them with family life, abundance. Recently, a lot of women have wanting to step up in business, but they've got this mindset that they're not good enough. So I work a lot on that too, because I do work with women entrepreneurs. And I also, since I am certified law of attraction facilitator from Michael Lozier many years now, which has been just a pleasure. I love getting out there doing talks about it and spreading the word about how awesome knowing how to deliberately use the law of attraction is.
Yeah, it's already existing. Use it deliberately. Good. Well, thanks, John. Dana, you are going to help us answer some questions. We're staying in Vancouver, and we're introducing our other esteemed panelists. John Inverarity, good morning.
Good morning. Always a pleasure to be here. My name is John Inverarity from Vancouver, Canada, and I'm an emotion code and body code practitioner, helping people reduce fatigue, chronic pain, anxiety, stress, reduce depression, and increasing motivation, energy, mental health, abundance, physical health, prosperity, and absolutely love helping people all over the world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good stuff today, John. We will create, you'll be our emotion code and body code answerer. So if you're watching, you know about the emotion code, body code. John has been in the business many years, and we'll have an answer for your question. Hey, before we get started, first I want to do a shout out to Eastern Canada. I'm just getting back from visiting my mother in New Brunswick, Canada, the home of Atlantic lobster. And yes, we had some lobster. I also had some clams. So clams and lobsters, you don't really get them on the West Coast. Well, you do, but they come from the East Coast. So, of course, a shout out to my sister Denise and Diane, who made all of that possible for us to spend family time eating lobster and all kinds of other good food. I also want to do a shout out to my friends that joined me in Fredericton, New Brunswick for my seminar there, and in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now, I've got a new date pending for Windsor, Ontario in November. If you live in the Windsor area or near Windsor, I think Detroit's right across the border, come join me. It's going to be a Sunday afternoon, 4 or 5 hours of all you can eat law of attraction. So you can go to the address below, hangoutwithmichael.com/events. I'm also planning a seminar in Vancouver in October, one in Victoria, and where else? Maybe possibly Phoenix. So go to that page, and if that one of those cities is listed and you want to be notified when I come to a city near you, we will add you to the email list. So good morning, everybody. John, tell us who is saying what in the room this morning, please.
Hey, if you're watching live, say hello. Yes, I'll be reading some comments today. And first we have Natasha Paula Samuel. Says, hello, Michael, Dana, John. As usual, looking forward to another great show and glad it is back.
Oh yeah, we were off last week,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was
We're back.
quite a departure.
Yeah. Jeremy Sadler is here with us from Rugby, the UK.
Hey Jeremy, good morning.
Yeah. And Sasavan says, hello, LOA family.
Sasavan from India, I believe.
Yeah.
I want to say India. Good.
Yep.
Oh, I see some more weather reports. Go ahead,
Yeah.
John.
Hey, Sylvia Bellini. Hello, welcome back. Lovely day in London, relaxing with my tea and looking forward to a great show. And Alan
Actually,
Davids.
John, while you're reading the comments, I want to
Hey.
see if I think we've added London on London, UK to that list of let me know when you're coming. So
Ah, right.
Okay, I'll read a few more comments. Alan Davidson says, hello from sunny western Pennsylvania.
hey, Alan, good morning.
And Stacy McClune says, glad you enjoyed your time back home or at home.
Yeah, just a shout out to my London, UK friends. I'm on a tentative schedule to go to London for a private event. So we've set up an email collector. You can go here, hangoutwithmichael.com/London, and we will let you know when I'm coming. And it might be as small as a coffee shop meeting or a real honking big seminar. So let us know if you want to know when I'm coming to your area. I'm saying London right now. I'm not sure if it's outside of London or where it is, but at least we'll have you on the database. Good. So Sylvia Bellini, I'm expecting you to sign up within 6 minutes. Hashtag Sylvia Bellini signing up.
Yeah, Lisa Hammond says, hello, Michael, Dan, and John.
Okay. Hey, Lisa. And Stacy McClune, glad you enjoyed your time at home. Sound like my mother. Victoria's my home, but my mother still calls home.
Yeah.
Home. I haven't been there for 25 years, but it's still home. But I get that. It's all good.
Now, Michael, you got a few questions happening already.
Okay, we'll get to those in a second. Jeremy Salder. Last show was number 251, so this is number. So we changed the number of the show after the show. So I think we did announce it as being 251 live, but it was really, remember, John, after the show, you wrote back and said it's really. So, Jeremy, you can let go of that. It's not 251, it's 241.
Yeah, I can tell I wasn't on that show because I'm usually telling the boys what the
That's
number
right.
is.
Jeremy's like
Sylvia
a
knows
pit bull.
that.
He's holding on to that mistake. Jeremy,
Right.
we acknowledge a mistake was made. Build a bridge and get over it. Thank you. Hey, our friend Rajesh from Mumbai saying hello to all three of us. Michael, sir, John, sir, and Dana, ma'am. We love that.
Yeah, and Rajesh is in the gym.
Rajesh is in the gym on the treadmill watching us live. Our
Awesome.
friend Holly Pita is joined us. Good morning, Holly, giving us a wave. Doug Collins, who's been a loyal fan, sat front row and center in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And he had a really great experience. So, Doug, thanks for being my front row. He was in business class, so we love that. Our friend Jamie Lees is from Windsor, Ontario. She is putting the information together to bring me to Windsor, Ontario. So if you want to be notified by email, you can sign up below here under Windsor, or give Jamie a little poke there and let her know that you're interested in either helping to promote it or helping to set it up or whatever she's going to need, because it does take a team of people to do that for sure. Okay, John, a couple more.
Angela Sue Klinenberg says, morning, y'all. And Laura Hill says, hello from New York. And
Awesome
Stacy
diversity.
McClune says, best lobster and clowns.
Oh, the other thing
Brownies.
I had was donairs.
Yeah.
I think they call them different things around the world, but I had a maritime donair, which is very good.
In Vancouver and Granville Island, we have a company called the Lobster Man,
Yeah.
and you can get fresh lobster there. You know, it's pricey, but not the same as getting it the way you did, Michael.
And I also love dulse, and dulse is kelp that comes from Grand Manan Island in the East Coast, and it's big sheets of kelp.
Yeah.
The Asian people use it, and they grind it up or make sushi and stuff with it. It's not the black stuff, but very salty, and it's the highest form of iron of any food in the world. And I ate a lot of it. I actually brought a big bag home.
Yeah, I just
So,
watched National Geographic on that yesterday.
oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, and it's used in everything. You would not know it. It's like a thickening agent. So it's used in
wow.
food. It's used in cosmetics. Uh, yeah,
Well,
it's
it's a big industry, and it's a renewable resource. It's seaweed,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
harvest it, and then they put it on the rocks to dry,
yep.
and then we eat it. Okay, Stacy McClune is agreeing the best lobster and clams are in the east coast of Canada. Now, here's our first question. She's a top fan. We love that. It tells us who top fans are.
Yeah.
She'd be livid if she wasn't considered a top fan by Facebook. And I'm talking about the lovely and talented Sylvia, Christine, Joan, Edith, Diane, Denise, Bellini. I made
You're
up all these
making
other
that
names.
name up.
Okay, here we go. I'm still stuck on affirmations. Could you please give some suggestions to make them useful? Example, I am in the process of. Thank you very much. Well, first, an affirmation. There's a word buried within the word affirmation. John, Dana, what's that word?
Affirm.
Affirm. So an affirmation is something that you affirm. Now, we like to think that when I affirm that affirmation, while I'm affirming it, it's causing me to include it in my vibration because I'm giving it words. However, when you, and by the way, we only affirm using affirmation of something we don't have. If we have it, we don't affirm it. You enjoy it. You have it, you experience it. So affirmations are always something that we don't have yet. And it's not included in our vibration. But the challenge with affirmations is that they're not true. I have a happy, slender body. Well, that's a positive affirmation, but it doesn't create positive thoughts. People that don't have any money can't say, money comes to me easily. It's a positive affirmation, but it's not as a positive thought. So Dana, here's a question for you, and I want you to elaborate on it. Is law of attraction responding to the affirmation or how I feel about the affirmation?
How you feel about it, Michael?
Right. And when you affirm something that isn't true, now I'm holding the negative vibration because I'm disappointed that I don't have tons of clients, or I don't have a happy, slender body, or I don't love my neighbors, or whatever the affirmation is that you're saying. The law of attraction doesn't know you were reading it, or writing it, or watching it, or remembering it. It's responding to how you feel. So Sylvia, that's why we say, I'm in the process of. Now, the word process, of course, is anti-affirmation because now you're affirming something that isn't. You're saying, I'm in the process. People say, you're supposed to say that as if you have it. Well, when people tell you that, tell them to go mind their own vibration. Because remember the rule. I'm just going to show you our bubble friend. Remember our bubble friend right here? When I say this, when I say anything, I'm giving it attention, energy, and focus. So when I say, I'm in the process of attracting an ideal seminar in the UK, that's true. I am in the process of doing that. But can I say, I have a seminar planned in the UK? That would be a positive affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
But my brain would say, what? No, you don't. Not yet. And now I'm not including the vibration of it because I've changed because it's negative. But I can say, I'm in the process of attracting my ideal blank. It's a slight distinction, Sylvia, but when you say you're in the process of, you just gave that thing you're talking about, you just gave it attention. And as you give anything attention, it causes you to include it in your vibration. Let me know how that helped you, Sylvia.
And Sylvia, go back and listen to one of the shows on the vibrational business plan and take a look at where that would be.
Well. Misty Anderson has surfaced. Taking the summer off, Misty Anderson. Welcome back. Nice to see you back as well. Laura Hill gave me a hashtag, mind your own vibration. Okay, Don Boehm came up with a question. You want to read that, John, if you can see it?
Yeah, absolutely. Love to. Do you believe that the mind does the attracting or a force outside is bringing things to us?
Okay, well, the mind doesn't do the attraction, but the mind sets the energy in motion that causes the vibration that does the attraction. So I'm just looking for something here. So I'm really just slicing and dicing what you said. Does the mind do the attraction. No, because now the mind causes you to give attention, energy, focus to what you want. And when you give attention, energy, focus to what you want, it causes you to put the vibration around you. And law of attraction, checking to find out what it is. So indirectly, the mind does attract, but there's a couple steps in between. Don, let me know how that helped. Okay. Hey, if you're watching, today is another Q&A episode. You ask the Q's, we've got the A's.
Yeah, I see a couple questions here.
Okay.
One from Jeremy, one from Sausavan. Sausavan, I'll read his first. How to get rid of distraction. I figured out I get distracted easily.
Can you say that again for me?
How to get rid of distraction.
How to get rid of distractions. I don't know how to get rid of distractions. I guess give me an example. What's the distraction? TV? I'll turn the TV off. You know, I don't know. Tell me what you mean by that. How to get rid of distractions. Good. And what's the other question?
Yeah, from Jeremy Sadler. My question for today regarding law of attraction. How does law of attraction know which vibration to match to enable us to attract our desires? By that I mean, if my desire is to attract my ideal blank, how does LOA know to match that specific vibration, or does it?
Well, law of attraction is not very smart, but it is obedient. And law of attraction isn't figuring it out for you. It doesn't have prejudice. It doesn't have favoritism. It doesn't know if you want it or don't want it, whether it's good or bad for you. So law of attraction isn't deciding anything for you. It is only what? Panel? It's only
matching your vibration.
That's right. See, a lot of people give the universe or law of attraction, the universe will figure it out. No, the universe isn't a figure-outer. Oh, law of attraction will know what's good for me. No, it doesn't. It doesn't know what's good for you. You know what's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the law of attraction will give me a message. No, the law of attraction isn't in the business of giving you messages. It's in the business of, say it when you know it,
matching your vibration.
Oh, well, this must be a sign. Yeah, you know what the sign is? The sign is you gave it attention, energy, and focus. That's the sign. Law of attraction is not in the business of giving you signs or messages or lessons. Boy, people give law of attraction a lot of credit. When you can get it, that law of attraction is matching, matching, matching. You decide what the sign is that you want. Law of attraction doesn't do that.
Yeah, that's why we're the deliberate attractors, right?
That's right.
Once you get that.
Now, Danny, I think you were with us when we did the shows on Miss, Law of Attraction Miss.
That's your favorite.
Again, because there's so many myths going on. Well, the law of attraction knows what's good for me. No, it's not very smart. It doesn't know.
Yeah.
The law of attraction will figure out. No, it doesn't. It's not a figure-outer. The law of attraction is testing me. Oh, really? You think the universe has time to test you? It's not testing you. It's matching you.
Mm-hmm. That's a big
sign
one.
From the universe. The sign from the universe is that you gave it attention, energy, and focus, whether it was on purpose or not.
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was signs and messages and law of attraction could figure it out. But that's not its job. You figure it out. You decide what you want through the clarity through contrast. Mm-hmm. And in your decision, it causes you to set the energy in motion. And when you set the energy in motion, law of attraction is responding to that. You decide. Alan Davidson is confirming that. If you send mixed vibes, you'll get mixed messages. Go to Google and send mixed messages and see what Google does. It's going to respond to both of them. Google's not a figure-outer, it's a matcher. You can't put something in Google and think, I wonder if Google knows what I'm looking for. No, it doesn't. It's not that intelligent. It's matching. Oh, Google will know what's best for me. No, it doesn't. It's matching. Ooh, I got a sign from Google. It wasn't a sign. It was matching what you put in the inbox or the search box. John, can you look for another question? And Lisa Hammond's asked me a question, and I want to get my little show and tell ready. So go ahead and take another question.
Yeah, just the follow-up from Sausavan. He says distractions like social media, internet browsing.
Well, with the
Facebook Live.
exception, yeah, I mean, well, I would suggest an emotion code session to help you reduce your desire to watch that, except for this show again today. But yeah, if you're distracted by it, then, you know, you got to keep going to what's important. Okay, let's see. Lisa Hammond is asking, Michael, can you explain the 4 boxes? Well, Dana's going to help you explain. Well, Dana and John. So
Yes.
the 4 boxes is all about how your words shape your world. So first, the very raw data is words. Whether I'm reading them, writing them, thinking about them, making a macaroni collage with words, remembering them, it starts with the words. And the words that I use, they actually form my what, John?
Your thoughts.
So now I have thoughts in my head. Those thoughts are made up of my words. So if I have a negative thought, it's producing a negative what?
Vibe.
That's right. The vibes that I'm sending are coming from the words that I'm using. And a vibe is simply a mood or a...
Feeling.
That's right. So I know that you guys know this already. Boy, I'm feeling cranky and irritated. Where'd that come from? I don't know. What were you thinking about? If you were sending a negative vibe, it had to have come from your negative thoughts. And where did the negative thoughts come from? Well, something that you were observing or reading or writing or doing. That's where that comes from. Or you might think, woo, are my vibes ever good? I'm just loving my life. And I'm thinking, oh, where'd those come from? Well, I was thinking about, or I was observing and then thinking about my sales or my business or my relationships. So the positive vibes come from the positive thoughts that come from the words you're using. Some people say that thoughts become things, but it's not just 2 boxes. You need to understand how the thoughts become things. And whether it's negative or positive thought. And now we're holding the vibe. You're excited or not excited. You're angry or not angry. And as you're holding any vibe, law of attraction. So let's cue up. Let's do a little joint effort here. As you're holding any vibe, it's inside this bubble. That's what the vibe box is. And the law of attraction, checking like that green arrow. And when it finds the vibration that you're sending, then you get more what? Dana?
You get more of whatever you're vibing.
That's right. I wish the rule said only attract positive things, but that's not what the rule says. So here is the summary. If you've attracted it, you've had to have sent the vibration that created it. And the vibration came from your thoughts and your words. And some people say, well, I didn't put that out there to get that. Well, if you attracted it, I mean, I didn't create the rule. We're just, all facilitators are teaching that. So our job is to find out what were you doing, thinking, saying, observing, remembering, pretending, playing, and not minding your own vibration that caused you to attract something negative. But the good news is that whenever you have a negative vibration, you can do what to it, Dana? It's on a what button. If you have a negative result in your life, you can do what?
You can just reset the vibe.
That's right. I said, well, if I want to reset my results, I can reset my vibe.
Yeah.
And if I want to reset my vibe, I need to reset my
Thoughts.
That's thoughts. And John, if I want to reset my thoughts, that means I need to reset my words. What are the 3 words that need to be eliminated and reduced?
The words are don't, not, and no.
That's right. Because every time you use the word don't, not, and no, it just causes you to give attention to what you didn't want to give attention to. And as you think and give attention to anything you don't want to give attention to, causes you to send the vibe. Without knowing it, now you're setting the vibe of what you don't want because you use the word don't, not, and no. Yep. Law of attraction, checking, gives you more of what you said you didn't want. Then you point at it and say, that's exactly
what I didn't want.
Yeah. What a great manifester you are.
Yeah.
Lisa Hammond, let me know how that helped. Okay, John, next question if there's one.
Yeah, let's say hello to actually Marie. Victoria Marie Gallagher says good morning from Arizona. Michael, Dana, John.
Hey, Victoria. She's scheduled to come on a future episode with us. She is a law of attraction facilitator in Cave Creek, Arizona.
Yeah, and Susan Arthur says, I'm working, so can't stop. We'll watch the replay. Just wanted to say hi. Hope you're all having a fab week.
Good. Londe. How would you pronounce that? Londe? C. I practice law of attraction every day, but I can't seem to feel what I focus on, how to align the feelings. Well, here's the good news. Oh, I'm probably going to get some flack mail for this now that I just gave it attention. You don't have to get the feeling for what you desire. When you give your desire attention through your words or thoughts, it causes you to send the vibration to it. So, Londe, I want you to go to HangoutWithMichael.com. And you will see the very first course that I have, the box is called I'm New to Law of Attraction, Where Do I Get Started? I know that you've been practicing it for a long time. Whether you're new, well, you know what? I have people who come in with seminars. Oh, I've been doing law of attraction for 12 years. You know, I've read The Secret. I've studied this. I've studied that. And in the first 25 minutes of my seminar, I've blown the snot away out of them because they're understanding about the 4 boxes. They're understanding why they're attracting negative things. So even if you feel you're an expert, law of attraction expert, I'm going to encourage everybody to go to hangoutwithmichael.com, look for the box, this course called I'm New to Law of Attraction. It's a 30-minute video course with worksheets. The reason why I do it a video and worksheets because I want you to see it, I want you to think it, I want you to write it, and I want you to say it out loud while you're watching the video. Loan Day, I want you to go right now on another browser, go open that up and make sure you got it. Gurjet says, Michael, I have a question. Okay, it's Q&A day. Was that a question? Was that your question? I don't think so. Michael, Natasha Paula Samuel.
Hey, Natasha.
Can you go over the LOA plugs?
Ah.
I'm looking for it, and you guys are making me go to my tickle trunk here. Now, only Canadians will know what a tickle trunk is. John, you might be too young to know what a tickle trunk is. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, I think I do.
Yeah, Dana, do you know what a tickle trunk is?
I do not, Michael.
Really?
Yeah.
Tickle trunk comes from the beloved Mr. Dress Up.
Oh, of course.
Mr. Dress Up, we grew up with that cartoon. He was like the Canadian version of
Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers or something like that.
Yeah.
And was Casey a boy or a girl? I looked up online, and you know what? They deliberately never tell you whether Casey was a boy or a girl. That was pretty progressive 30 years ago. Keep them guessing.
Hi.
Okay, NPS, LOA energy plugs. Dana, read that for us.
What is your energy plugged into?
That's right. So I'm showing a plug here. What do you call that? Power bar.
Yep.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8 plugs. Let's just say for the purposes of this exercise, you only get 8 units of energy. What are they plugged into? This one might be your work. This one might be relationships. This one might be that friend that drives you crazy. This might be another friend that drives you crazy. Those 2 crazy friends, you're giving your attention, energy, and focus to them. I'm sure the both of you have heard the expression, you're giving your power away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's so complicated. What does that mean? Well, this is what it means.
Mm-hmm.
You're giving your power away to those 2 people. Oh, they don't have my power. Oh, yeah, they do. If you're complaining about them and talking about them and worrying about them, that means they are plugged into you and you are giving them your power. So the question is, what is your energy plugged into? And the real question is having vibrational boundaries and deciding, you know what, I'm done giving that my energy. And it might be a person, and it might be a relationship, and it might be a client, and it might be something you volunteer to. I don't need to tell you what it is, but I can tell you how it should feel that helps you get rid of it.
Energy vampires, Michael.
What's that?
Energy vampires.
That's right. I know it. Well, I don't have any, but I know a lot of, I used to. And you need to, you need to flick them. Good old bye-bye. Because when I pull one of these plugs away from that person that was draining me, now what do I have? I have more
energy.
I have more energy. Now I have more room to give something attention, energy, and focus to. NPS, letting me know how that helped. Don Bohem saying, that helps. So the more attention, etc., we give, the less resistance we have, the more attractive it becomes, and the law of attraction matches stronger and easier. Providing it's positive attention, yes. Rami Carlin's in the house. Hello, Rami.
Hey, Rami.
Okay, I'm going to read Sig Brown's question. I've just scanned it, and I have to read it out loud. Any suggestions for how I put myself someplace where I meet the helpers the universe is sending to me? I'm assuming that's positive helpers. I don't think they will suddenly knock on my door, but where and how should I place myself? Since law of attraction doesn't give me a sign where to go, do you have any ideas on where to go?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would say you'll know it's time to go, or to go to that place or go to that event by how it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it doesn't feel like going, then don't go.
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? I'm being called. It's not a phone call. Don't pick up your phone. It's the vibrational match. When you get the vibrational call, and we got to do a show on this. When you get the vibrational call, that is law of attraction matching the vibration. And you say, "Ooh, that feels like a great idea. That feels like something I should do."
Mm-hmm.
It didn't come from your brain. When you say it feels like something you should do, that's vibration matching. And we know when we're in harmony with the idea or the relationship or the job or the food or the sound, you know you're in vibrational harmony by how you
feel.
By how you feel.
Feels
you
good.
Also know when it's not a match by how you
feel.
There you go. Hey, John, what else do you see?
A question from Gurjeet says, I get inconsistent results when I muscle test and have been using muscle testing for years.
Good. Go ahead and answer that, John.
The top two things you should check for is, one is water. So make sure you're drinking enough water. And it's a lot of water, and it may take you, a few days to get hydrated, or even like it could take you a week to get hydrated if you're not good at drinking water. And the other is misalignment in your neck, so seeing a chiropractor. So those are the top two recommended by one of my mentors, Dr. Bradley Nelson. And the third one, which I personally recommend, is to have someone else do an emotion code session on you and relieve any blocks that are preventing you from getting accurate muscle testing results. So a lot of the time there's some emotion and some of that conscious mind that goes into muscle testing, and you need to clear that out to get that natural answer from muscle testing.
Oh, I like that. I haven't heard those three things before, John. Can you recap those three things that people should be doing in the event that they're not having a good job muscle testing? Number one is?
Drink more water.
Number two?
Go see a chiropractor.
And number three?
Have an emotion code session.
That's right. And have the practitioner find out what's blocking, stopping you. Homa Bay, top fan. Good morning, Michael, Dan, and John. Happy to be here. I'm still basking in my aha moments of the Kerplunk game.
Oh.
Dana, I know you know which episode that is because we've been promoting a while of that.
Oh, that's 13.
Yeah, episode number 13. So I watch this particular show almost every evening, and I experience more golden nuggets of clarity. Capital letters, thank you so much. Homa Bay, I thought the same thing. When Law of Attraction unfolded and orchestrated and brought me the idea to use that when I was writing my book 18 years ago. And that was helpful. Okay, a couple more, John, and then so here's what I'd like to do. Anybody that questions we answered today, or anything that you heard today that was helpful, useful, got you excited, got you thinking, resonated with you, let us know. What was your most delicious point today? Before we go to John with further questions, Dana, what do we have cooking for next week?
It's a very popular episode, and I think one that people will get a lot out of. Episode 243. It is Law of Attraction Assessment. So find out how effective you are at daily Law of Attraction habits.
That's right.
Do you have any?
So I think I'm going to have, it's going to be assessment 1 to 5, or maybe 1 to 10. And then people will assess themselves, and then they'll find out if they're doing a good job, which is they'll be their own judgment, and what they need to do more to be a daily applier of Law of Attraction. Okay, John, who's got some questions? And we're gonna wrap up in about 3 or 4 minutes, by 9:45. So that gives us 6 more minutes. Go ahead.
Not really seeing anything.
Okay, Robert Bowley from the UK. Robert, if you want to experience a live Law of Attraction seminar, go to hangoutwithmichael.com/events and let us know. And when I come to the UK, we'll let you know. Our friend Barb Ashcroft is from Qualicum Beach, Vancouver Island.
And Sylvia wanted that URL again for London, Michael.
That's right here. HangoutWithMichael.com/events.
Oh, under events. Okay.
Yeah. Regis Machado is saying hello. Give me a wave. Hello. Our friend Pramelia Param from Vancouver Island is also saying hello to all three of us. So thank you very much. Okay, John, you can do one more scan there. Yeah. Gurjeet is saying she loves next week's topic. Doug Collins is looking forward to next week's topics. Jeremy Salter is giving a shout out to John, saying the 3 codes were very useful. Rami Carlin is giving us some good feedback. Barb Ashcroft runs a Law of Attraction Mastermind group on Vancouver Island, and she said, I have to add episode number 13 to our Law of Attraction Mastermind. Well, you can also go buy the Kerplunk game. It's like $15 or something.
Yeah.
John, we've got a special live Facebook show tomorrow. Can you tell us what's going on?
Absolutely. It's actually episode number 51 of the Emotion Code Bro Show.
Wow.
And tomorrow we are working with eczema or I guess other skin conditions as well. Mm-hmm. So if you have eczema, come join us tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, right here on the fan page, Michael's fan page. And we'll try and help reduce that eczema. It probably won't happen right away, but maybe after.
Session to get rid of my resistance to learn how to spell eczema. Because every time I don't even look. I just go to Google. Google, how do you spell eczema? And instead of remembering or learning, I just let Google look after it.
Starts with an E.
John and I do sessions on things that we've had success with. And probably 8 days ago, I worked with a woman that had eczema in her elbow and her neck and one other area. And it cleared up in 3 days. So it's the second time I've worked with eczema. So my hunch and my hope is that tomorrow we'll have a couple of people. Now, John, if people are thinking, I've got eczema, I'd like to be considered, what do they need to do during the live show tomorrow?
During a live show, you have to be watching live and you have to speak up in the comments and volunteer. Just let us know you're watching and say, we'll ask again tomorrow morning, but say, yeah, I have eczema and the severity. And that's it.
We're looking for 2 people tomorrow. I'll work on somebody. John will work on somebody. If you're an emotion code practitioner, we're going to encourage you to watch too and learn from how John and I are explaining the 7 keys to the emotion code process. Dan and John, let people know how they can contact you, and then we'll hear from John, and then we're going to sign off.
Yeah, you can find me at danasmithers.com. If you're interested in emotion code, it's emotion-code. If you're interested in law of attraction, you'll see that there on my page. And also, if you want to find out what your sacred gifts are, you will find that on my website as well.
Suzanne Darnell's know who's Mr. Dress Up is. Good stuff. And John, tell people about you. How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, to contact me for a one-on-one emotion code or body code session, I'm at aliveandpeer.com. It's written right below me here.
Good stuff. And again, if you are in Windsor, Ontario, Toronto, Canada, Vancouver, Victoria, Phoenix, or London, UK, and you want to be on the Notify Me list when Michael comes to those cities, you can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/events. So let's say goodbye to our friends watching. Thanks for all the participation. We had almost a record number of comments and likes and stuff today. So thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. See you later.
Bye, everybody.